The Holy Quran is quite repetitive, and repetition is meant for emphasis. So there's a chapter called Surah of Rahman. Surah of Rahman. It means the all merciful. And throughout the chapter, you hear Fabi Ayi Alai Rabbikuma Tukadhiban. Throughout, you hear فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Here, we are talking about two different entities. Apart from human beings, in Islam, we believe that there are other, entities living with us. They are called the jinn or sprites. So, this particular verse, this particular chapter, Surah Ar-Rahman, mentions this phrase more than 30 times. And as I indicated, it's for the purpose of emphasis. Allah, some say it is ni'am, and the opposite is niqam. Allah for some means blessings or favors. So Allah keeps repeating, and which of the favors of your Lord do you both deny? But there is a growing interest in academia or Islamic scholarship that Allah may have more than just the meaning ni'am. But that is a discussion for another day. So how did Surah Ar-Rahman come to be? Allah elsewhere says, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ أُسْجُدُوا لِرَحْمَنِ قالوا وما الرحمن أنسجد لما تأمرنا وزادهم نفورا. The Prophet ﷺ kept telling the Quraysh, Usjudu Rahman, don't prostrate to anybody except to the All-Merciful, that's God Almighty, the Supreme Being. And they kept asking, Wama Rahman, who or what is this Ar-Rahman you are talking about? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this chapter of Surah Ar-Rahman. And it contains a lot of the things that would interest every reader of this great book. Okay. Some are also of the opinion that not only this signifies the reason for which this important chapter was revealed to the Holy Prophet, but his good friend, Abu Bakr Siddiq, having heard about the things that will happen on the Day of Judgment, then he said something. This was what he said. I'm not good. My handwriting isn't the best. The Holy Prophet ﷺ, of course, the Quran gives glad tidings of paradise on the Day of Judgment, and it's, in a graphic way, explains the horrific things that will happen on that day. On one of those occasions, Abu Bakr Siddiq said, وَدِدْتُ أَنِّي كُنْتُ خَضْرَاء مِنْ هَذِهِ الْخُضَرِ تأتي عليها بهيمة فتأكلني وَأَنِّي لَمْ أُخْلَقْ. He said, having heard those things, the horrific things that will happen, the horrendous things that will happen, like all of us being resurrected naked, the scorching sun on that day, the terror on that day, the heat and all that. He said he wished he was of the vegetation so that beasts would come unto him and devour him, and he wished he had never been created. So those are the two views that are shared about why this important chapter that encapsulates the mercy of Allah was revealed. And in it, there's a formula that is repeated more than 30 times, 31 if you do the count. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Some have said kalimatu ala is the jama of ilah, and it means ni'mah. But there is a growing concern, and I believe at an appropriate time, we'll get the chance to interrogate some of the concerns that have been raised. Because when you do good to somebody, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does good to us all the time, you can tell your son, did I not take you through school? Did I not do this? Did I not do that for you? And this is repeated. So normally, if it really means ala, if ala really meant only ni'am, then before this surah or this formula would be used, it would be purely something positive. But within the same chapter, there are talks of horrendous things to happen to these believers. So it's a growing, interest. I wouldn't call it a debate within academia as to whether Allah only means ni'am or favors or blessings. See you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.